Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Nick Pearl, and today I'm wearing my Iron Sheik t-shirt. Long live Sheiky Baby. One of my favorites. Fantastic. I'm sitting here in my pajamas right now, and we're going to be talking some of the news that's been going on in wrestling within the last few days. Jack Perry. He's been gone from AEW since the Real Glass incident with CM Punk. Now, where is he? Is he on AEW? Absolutely not. They've mentioned him in the media scrums, which means they're good. They're on good terms right now. But he has been in New Japan, coming into his own here. And he's got his beard grown out. He's no longer a jungle boy. He is now a man. He came in and he has a little run in New Japan. He had a run in their New Japan Cup tournament where I thought he really would have gone to the end. No, why would they continue with logic? Have him lose to the guy, Sonata, that he lost to on the AEW Forbidden Door pay-per-view. I don't know what they're doing. New Japan, their booking is weird. Jack Perry is a guy that should have gone longer in this tournament. I'm not sure where he goes next. He'll probably come back to AEW. I don't know where they slot him in because they got a lot of guys now. It'll be very great to have him back. Some other news. This dropped the other day, and I'm honestly quite shocked about this. This is one of the most shocking things that could have happened this year. You got WWE working with an independent company in GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Now, for those of you that don't know what Bloodsport is, let me tell you real quick. Bloodsport is basically it's fighting, but it's predetermined fighting, and everything is made to look like a real fight. So you could win by knockout or you could win by submission. You can't win by pinfall. So WWE is working with GCW. Josh Barnett is the brainchild behind this whole operation. I did watch the show last year. Barnett was undefeated in Bloodsport, and then he lost to Timothy Thatcher in a very fun very fun fight. Yeah, it was. You got to sit there, and if you're watching it, you got to watch it with an open mind. Because if you sit there and think this is the dumbest thing, they're not actually fighting, then you're not going to enjoy it. But I was pleasantly surprised with this pay-per-view last year. I really was. And now the big news here, WWE working with GCW. Right now it's just on this show, but allegedly it's going to be more shows during Mania weekend. Josh Barnett had personally asked Triple H if he could have Shayna Baszler on Bloodsport. Shayna Baszler, an MMA fighter, a former UFC kind of girl, in Bloodsport. This is going to be fun. This is going to be the first GCW show, first show in general, to have both contracted AEW talent and WWE talent. And having Shayna Baszler here, I think it'll make her see that the grass is greener on the other side. But it also allows her to go out there, show people what she's really capable of, and maybe they'll show highlights of it on WWE. If they do that, Shayna Baszler, you will no longer be looked at as just a tag team girl, someone that they could use to heat somebody up real quick. You and Zoe Stark should not be together. Shayna Baszler should be on the run of her whole career right now, but no, she should have been a world champion at least twice. She should have been a former winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, but she's not. She came in at number 30, which I expected, and then she lost to Charlotte Flair. We don't need Charlotte Flair. We don't. I'm sorry. And it'll be nice to get Charlotte back, but Shayna Baszler, a lot of missed potential on her. And this being the first collaboration between WWE and an independent company like GCW, there's going to be more to come, and I'm very excited. And I will be spending, what is it, like $7.99, I think, for the Triller TV, formerly Fight TV. I get the subscription for the month. I'll be watching a lot of GCW during Mania weekend, and you all should as well, because the shows are whack. They don't all make sense. They're just whack. That's all I can explain. So now, let's talk The Rock. The Rock is on the board of TKO. He comes in, major babyface, has to turn heel because people want Cody. Every time The Rock is on TV, he's allegedly staying over the allotted time that he has. Therefore, other segments are getting either cut or they're losing time. You shouldn't be having girls like Naomi and Tiffany Stratton get jobber entrances. This happened like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, where The Rock and Roman had a segment that went way too long. It's a shame. Now, The Rock did have a very fun and entertaining segment this week with the Rock concert. I'm surprised he didn't play guitar, but he did sing, and they had the two guys doing the blues. That was very fun. And that went about 20 minutes or so, which, that's kind of how their opening promos tend to go. Apparently, Fox and other people that are involved with WWE, other companies that are involved, they don't like how The Rock is just inclined to say whatever he wants. Whereas other people, you have to, bleep profanity and stuff like that. The Rock could do what he wants. He's The Rock. He has never been able to be silenced. And this is Hollywood Rock. Rock will do what Rock wants to do. He will say what he wants to say. Nothing will stop The Rock unless he gets his way. Look at that. I could have been on the Rock concert right there. It just rhymed. Rock has been on television longer than Roman Reigns has in all of 2024 so far. Your champion should not be off TV more than this guy. They're both part-timers. Rock is carrying the story. Roman's healthy. Why don't you just have him show up? If he shows up, hits a Superman punch, hits a spear every week, that's fine. I have no issues with that. But you have your champion off TV. You have the celebrity that people are obviously going to tune in for carrying your main events of WrestleMania. Roman Reigns is now in 2 more WrestleMania main events, which that's freaking crazy. This guy's never on TV. You're giving him the main events. Yes, he's your biggest match. But come on. We have a Dynamite Rampage combo. So it's going to be the first time ever that Rampage is on a Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be live. So they're going to have a live Dynamite 8 to 10, live Rampage 10 to 11. Will I be sitting there for the whole thing? Yes, absolutely. Bleacher Report. They just posted an article on March 17th, 2024. This is yesterday, Sunday, as the time of recording. And they posted WWE and AEW's early winners and losers of 2024. Let's see if I agree with this list. Right now, number 1 on their winners, AEW's women's division. Yes, I agree with this one. You're bringing in Mercedes Moné, who's pushed to have women get more time. It's happening. Multiple women segments on each show. Mercedes, I think she will win the title. Not right now, but she will. But she's there to help the younger talent, which is exactly what she should be doing at this point in her career until she goes on the run of a lifetime. Their next biggest winner, WWE's Cody Rhodes. I don't know if I would call him a winner. I would say winner question mark for this one. Cody Rhodes has had a pretty good year. He won the Rumble, yes. He challenged Roman, yes. But if Cody does not finish the story, he is no longer the biggest winner. He will be the biggest loser. And they've actually came out and said that this Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns build is going to be like the Rocky movie. And in that movie, Rocky did not win. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. I'm a little concerned for Cody, and Roman's getting very close to breaking another record. I don't know. I don't know what you do here. It's tough. Cody right now, I mean, he could be a winner, but, it's a tough situation. The next one on this list, AEW's biggest loser, Ricky Starks. He was a great tag champion with Big Bill. They're in the tag tournament. They could get another run with the belts. Ricky Starks, though, he needs a singles belt. He was previously the FCW champion, beating Brian Cage in a fantastic match over one of the summer 2 years ago. And then he was just kind of there doing, feuded with Chris Jericho. Don't really think that helped him, as a lot of Jericho's feuds go. And now he was in a great tag team with Big Bill that they had to cut short because of Sting's retirement. Right call, by the way. It's fine. No issues with that. But Ricky Starks, he was once one of the pillars of this company, in my mind at least. And now I don't think he's going to stay in the company. I think him going to WWE to be with Cody, he's very close with Cody. That could be a very great move for him. Immediately put him in the Intercontinental United States Championship picture. Not world champion material yet, but once he builds up the reputation, he'll get there. A feud with The Rock would be fantastic here. Does it happen? No. But the Revolution will be televised, and I think Once his contract is up, it will be in WWE. WWE's biggest loser, the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't really agree with that. Rollins has been a fantastic champion. There's been a lot of people that you could viably see taking the belt off of him. A lot of people. McIntyre now especially, which McIntyre better take the belt off of him at Mania. Rollins' run is coming to an end. Otherwise, it's just going to get stale. I think it's a blessing in disguise that he's been injured because it's able to keep him off TV, leave the people wanting more, but it's time for him to drop that belt. He's had a good run, made it very prestigious. He is the last person technically to beat Roman in a singles match. Even though it was by DQ, he still beat Roman in a singles match. Now, this is something in the article they're saying. They're saying it makes Drew McIntyre winning the Chamber and being number one contender an afterthought. I do not agree with that. Drew McIntyre, especially on social media, he's a menace. McIntyre is on another level. I think he'll win the belt. They'll try to lock him down to another contract. Once he's got that belt, he'll get paid big money. Does he have a long run? I don't know. It's a shame that WWE doesn't have the mass amount of main event level talent that AEW has right now. You can have guys coming and winning the belt. 3 months later, another guy wins the belt. 3 months later, another guy wins the belt. WWE's titles, they tend to have longer reigns recently, which is good. That's how a title should be prestigious. But you only have one or two guys that could actually be champion at any time. So I think that's about it for this week's episode of the podcast. I know if you're looking behind me, it's not February anymore. I have my February calendar up. I should probably switch it to March. If you missed any of the last episodes of this podcast, check me out on Instagram, YouTube at Ramblin' About Wrestling, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Apple Podcasts. If you want it, I'm on it. And I will see you all on Friday. Have a great week, everybody.